Hello everyone, this is the Poptel P9000 Max. In fairness, a company that I've not heard much about it before. But then I started researching on this particular phone and the reviews are stunning. For less than £200, it is an incredibly well-rugged phone. It's one for definitely the adventurous type. And it seems that everything works incredibly well, and they have some particular features on this phone that are very handy for everyone or anyone looking for something rugged. So curious to see what the fuss is about. Got myself one.
So to start with, these are some of the sites that I found and have reviews for the Poptel, and the scoring of the phone is actually very high for the price. I will put all these reviews on the link below, so at least you can have a look yourself. But as I said, for about £200, it seems to be an incredible phone. So going through all the unboxing together, I really like the style of the box. Okay, we have of course the phone over here. Wow, well, definitely is incredibly well rugged. We'll go through all of this in a second. Let's go through everything else on the box first. So I assume we have instructions over here, so they're not that easy to do everything. There we go. So let's have a look what we have. So, okay, so we have instructions and the warranty manual. We also seem to have a cover for the screen. I believe there is already a cover on it anyway, so it's probably a spare one. A cloth to clean it, that's a very nice touch. Going through everything else, I assume we also have all the cables over here. So let's have a look. Yeah, okay, so it's a Type-C cable. Let me see if I can show it to you. There you go. It's a Type-C to Type-A, of course. So already it's got totally modern attachment. I love Type-C. You can turn it whichever way, upside down. Set of headphone with headphone jack, because yes guys, there is no need to not having an headphone jack. So there we go. It's up here and it's fantastic to have it. And again, well protected when you don't need it. When the Type-C connector down here at the bottom, and again to completely have the phone IP68 rating, so totally waterproof, both of the jacks are fully covered. In here we also have, I assume, the power adapter. Yes, so again Type-C to Type-A jack. And let's have a look. Brilliant. Okay, it's already a British plug, so that's very good. It's also a retractable one. I love this style, so it's nice and easy to carry around. Very effective. So I think what we got left to do is to go to the phone. And so to the phone, let me remove all the plastic. Okay, so to show you the phone in the full glory, this feels really nice. In fairness, width-wise is a bit larger than most. This is a 5.5 inch screen. It's a full HD screen anyway. The speaker for when you're having conversation is at the front, and the main speaker for hands-free is at the back. I like this design because then if I'm playing a game and I'm holding the phone, the volume is totally free to come out without me being concerned about covering it. We said already Type-C over here, well protected, and headphone jack. The power button is over there. Generally it's on the top. I don't actually mind it on the bottom over there. And again, even for the volume, you have the volume rocker up and down. And what it seems to be a multifunctional button, which I think, if it's possible to connect it to the camera, will be incredibly handy to use it to take pictures then. Let me turn it on and we run a few tests. So phone is on and the screen is very bright. Let me remind you, this comes with 4 GB of RAM and 64 of ROM. SIM cards tray is over here on the side, so it takes a dual SIM card, or otherwise you can have a single SIM card and an extension for the memory, for the storage. The whole system is very responsive. As you can see, there is no lag whatsoever. This comes with a Helio P10 processor. It's not the top generation processor by any means, but it's more or less compared to a Snapdragon 625. Benchmarks are very similar. We will run some later. To show you very quickly, you can lock it of course with the side over there, and then to test the fingerprint reader, as you can see, it's very quick, very responsive. To show you if I can do it on the side together, there we go. So it is very accurate and very responsive, and I'm actually very pleased with that. Another thing that I noticed is that on the chin you got the buttons for the home screen or functions or going back. They are reversed from a normal type of phone. I don't actually mind at all, because again, with one hand I can easily go back when I need to. I actually applaud the fact that this phone looks different to most, and it has some slight changes, slight quirks, like this button over here for the camera, I assume. Let me quickly test it. There you go, exactly. So this is the camera button, there you go. And of course we will run some better testing in a bit. But I quite like the fact that this brand has gone for something slightly different to most phones. Phones nowadays can get quite repetitive, quite boring, a bit all the same all the time. Okay guys, I've just taken quite a few pictures outside. Later on I will show you. The camera flash over there as well then can be used as a pure flash at all. Well, I don't know if you can see, but it's incredibly bright. Again, as I said, this is designed to be a sort of an extreme phone. And another thing that I admire the brand to have put in is a NFC type of sensor in it. So this can actually work with credit card, with bus passes, with anything that you might need a connection in some respect, a wireless connection as a NFC connector system. Most phones of this range, of this price, do lack that type of feature. So guys, to test the phone I put Asphalt 9 on this. To start with, you can probably hear the speaker at the moment. As I said, the speaker is at the back. I like that because then I can hold the phone with no problem. I've already, as you can see, it's fairly loud and it's actually quite well balanced. It's not, it's not overpowering on any of the frequencies, and it's not actually too bad with the bass as well. Often these type of speakers do lack some of the bass. I've already put the phone, the graphic of the phone at very high, and as you can see, everything seems to be playing smoothly. Don't know if I will be able to win this race while I'm playing with you while looking, but we'll give it a good shot at least. But as you can see from the quality of the footage, I assume, you can see then the phone is actually handling the game very, very well. Okay guys, as you can see, this is another graphically demanding game. This is Dark Knight Rises, and again the phone is handling the game incredibly well. There is absolutely no lag whatsoever. Everything seems to be working flawlessly. Something else that I wanted to show you, to start with, I am still keeping everything in memory at the moment, and we have games like Asphalt 8 or Dark Knight Rises that are huge games. Everything is in memory, but because it has so much memory, it's handling the situation very, very well. With regards to the main menu, is over here. Different to some than is potentially the bottom. You have the internet system on one side, the menu on the other, and then you can always customize icons to other screens if you want to. And I quite like actually this type of system. Of course, from the top part, you then have all the different information on whatever you want to have for the system itself. But another thing that I want to do is run in Antutu. Now, as you can see, I ran it already, and this fits pretty much very close to a Snapdragon 625 processor. But I'm going to let it run. It's going to stay with you, and then we'll have a look at the results together later on. And so there we go, guys. As I said, this fits very close to a 625 from Snapdragon, and in particular from a GPU point of view, this is pretty decent. And you saw some of the games that I played, they run very, very well. Another thing I would like to point out is that the battery is so large that practically didn't move at all with regards of using it even for playing games or heavy use. Another little note for the people that potentially are a bit concerned about the branding and everything else, and they don't feel then Poptel is cool enough. I've noticed that this is actually quite easy to remove. It's just enough to lift it and it comes off. And I'm pretty sure that it will be quite as easy to remove the one at the back if you really don't like it. Personally, I don't mind it at all.
With regards to the design of the phone, well, I find it absolutely incredible. For one thing, I applaud a brand that finally has been brave enough to produce something a bit different. The power button on the side over there instead of on the top. The button over here on the chin and are potentially reversed. The button for the camera. Little features that nowadays are missing on phones that are becoming so similar all the time. The rugged feeling is incredible, really feels sturdy. The headphone jack, thank God for that. 9000 mAh battery, I mean, this is ideal for anyone that goes camping, hiking, someone in the construction industry, someone that potentially doesn't have power for some extended period of times. This lasts forever. The flashlight or the torch, whichever way you want to use it, is incredibly powerful. I really love this phone. It works well, it's well designed. Potentially the CPU I would have liked it to be stronger, but to be honest, it's incredibly smooth. I haven't seen any lag whatsoever. Everything works very quickly. So, you know, there is absolutely no point, if anything, more powerful when it works so well. And again, graphically works well, the games are good, the cameras are very, very decent, the sound is very good. Guys, for less than 200 quid, this is a bargain.